Hi everyone, welcome to morning coffee break. It's a little bit cooler out here this morning. There's no wind though. Not really, there's a little bitty breeze. But I thought I'd wear my toboggan this morning. Hope everybody's doing good. Walking that little boy. That little boy's so curious, he stops and looks at stuff. He's not very sociable though. I like to speak to people and stuff, but she won't look. We're here, I don't know what. They're the ones that live right across from our driveway. And there. Her husband will speak when he's out walking with that little boy. They got a little wagon thing, you know, little wagon. He'll pull that wagon with that little boy in it. But she don't speak much. I don't know, when you're neighbors you should at least speak to each other, but she had to see me, you know, walking, but she just wouldn't look over this way. I don't know, maybe she's shy. I'm certainly not. But to each his own, or her own. I gotta go to the dentist at 12. Hopefully they got my partials fixed to where I can actually chew with them. I need to give them birds a little bit of food. I don't fill them up in the winter, especially when it's been rainy. It was supposed to rain. They were calling for rain like all week, but now they've changed the forecast. It's not supposed to be that rainy, which I'm glad. Too depressing, sitting inside and all dreary and stuff. Hope y'all are doing good this morning. I hope you don't have too busy of a day. I could have stood to slept more this morning. Kitty woke me up. Well, take my glove off. Let's go inside and have some coffee. I need it. Ready. Today's Tuesday, March 2nd. Currently it's 35 degrees. That's a lot cooler than yesterday morning. High is 51 today. 0% precipitation. That's good to hear. 61% humidity. Winds are at 3 miles per hour, and air quality is good on 35. Today's thumbnail, I decided to use last night's dinner. I made that pot roast in the crock pot. It had these little potatoes and carrots and onions in it, and it was just, I mean, delicious. I mean, it really hit the spot. It had some cornbread, of course. Dinner tonight, I'm going to have those little smokies we got down at Grocery Outlet for 50 cents. Crazy cheap price. There's nothing wrong with them at all. They're vacuum packed. They last way past the date. So I'm going to fix them with barbecue sauce. I don't know if I'll put them in the crock pot. I might put them in the crock pot. But really don't know what we're having yet. We got to go to Aldi and get some drinks. Those drinks that we got from Kroger, the seltzer water, there was like 4 or 5 of them in there that was bent up. The package looked fine, you know, the box. But I don't know how they got that way, or if they must have been that way when they actually packed them or something. But you couldn't even open them. They were so messed up. So she wants to get the ones at Aldi if they have them. They're so cheap at $2.39. They're so cheap they go through them like crazy. I mean, you're lucky if you go there 3 times, you might find them in there once. That's how fast they sell. I don't know why they don't keep more on hand of them. I'd keep an extra pallet in the back if I was the manager, because all they do is put 1 pallet of them mixed up out there, and when they're gone, they're gone. But they don't really stay on top of things very good. For the amount of stuff they sell, I mean, if I was the manager of that store, I'd be all over making sure that I had plenty of stuff, because people buy like crazy there. Today is preview of the review day. I'll be showing you the snacks that Logan will be trying tomorrow on Logan's Awesome Snack Reviews. Well, I'll be there too. But you know, I mean, there was someone said, why do you like everything? I'm not, you know, if you have been watching it, I think this person might have watched it 1 time and was making judgments on us. If you watch, I plenty of times I'll say I don't care for something that much, or I'll say something I don't like about it. Logan likes he just likes a lot of things. It's hard for him to say he actually doesn't like something, because he's not going to lie about it. And I'm not going to buy something intentionally to have him say he doesn't like it. Why would you do that? I'm not going to buy and make him eat a can of lima beans or something because I know he doesn't like them, you know. And the person also said something about me drinking after him, or us drinking after each other. You know, he lives here. He's my son. What's the deal? I mean, he hardly ever goes. Only place he goes is to therapy and the doctor. You know, and they said something about how that's how everybody gets sick. What? I'm not eating after somebody out at Walmart or something. You know, I don't understand the big deal, you know, myself. But, you know, it said something about you should have separate plates and separate cups and all this. Hey, you know, what are you worried about it for? Whoever, you know, even if I was taking a risk, which I'm not, you know, he's not sick, I'm not sick, Joy's not sick. We all live here in the same house. You know, what this person just went off on us, and we didn't really deserve it, you know. And I don't understand. Like, I've never seen that person before, so they just watched one video, and I guess they didn't even know Logan was my son, or I don't know what. But if I want to take a drink after him, I will. You know, if I want to try something, I will. You know, so I don't understand where they're just someone that wanted to complain about it. But you know, why don't you do a review, whoever you are, and see how you do. You know, don't make judgments on people that you just started watching or something. I don't even remember the person's name now. But you know, and we have. She said something about not buying. In other words, we were supposed to buy 2 of everything or something. And you know, we do spend a lot of money on this. We do this, every week, and we do at least 10 items every week. That's at least 40 items that we're buying. So we're not being cheap. You know, you don't need to buy 2 candy bars, 2 of this and 2 of that. 1 is enough to try it, But I appreciate everybody's good comments, but there's always one, that's going to be a sour grapes. So if you don't like it, don't watch it, whoever you are. Please do us a favor. Just don't watch if you don't like it. It's easy to figure out. Of course, there's people that go around, that's all they do is complain about other people. You must be unhappy with your own life if you got to complain about everybody else you see. So I hate to go off on that. I don't usually say much, but this person wrote a big old like this, about it. And don't need it, Anyway, I appreciate everybody that enjoys this show, Anyway, enough of that. I'm not into negativity. I wouldn't be alive today if I was negative all the time. I'm all for positivity, and looking at the best side of things. So take your sour grapes, hit the road, as far as I'm concerned. So I'll be doing the preview today and going over the nutrition facts. Also, I'll be doing Ask My Tablet. Believe it or not, I've got almost enough for the next show already. I had to put it off for a day or two because I have so much else going on. I was trying not to get as many videos, but I'll definitely do that today in the preview show. I ended up doing one more last night because I did a VR for Tony from Creative Chica Halls. And y'all check out that video and go visit her. She's trying to get to 1,500. And, we all try to help each other, So today's question is, what is your favorite show on TV? I'd like to know what their favorite show is. My favorite show is Mandalorian, the one with the baby Yoda in it. That's my favorite. Of course, they're in between seasons now. They won't have any. I don't think they're not going to have any new ones come out till like December or something crazy. But I love that show. I just hate not having any to watch. I don't like to watch the same thing over and over. If I've already seen it once, I usually don't watch it again. So that's all they got right now is the reruns, basically. I've already seen all of them. So, anyways, story time today. This is in 2012. I was working for this institutional foods company. It's called Kelly's Foods. And, I'd seen things starting to go bad there. Anytime somebody would quit or get fired, they weren't hiring anybody back. They just kept putting more and more on me and the few that were there. They kept condensing routes, which made for longer days with no more pay, because at that time I was on salary. So they basically could do whatever they want to me, and I wouldn't make any more. And it got to be crazy, ridiculous, you know. So all of a sudden, went in on a, let's see, was it on Friday? I think it was Friday. Friday went in and they just had a meeting with the few people that were left there and said that in the next week they were going to be closing. Didn't give us any warning. I seen the warning signs, but you know, it's hard to look for a job when you're working 60 hours. You know, you just don't, there's no way, unless I missed a day of work to do it, to look for one. And, you know, you're not guaranteed you're going to find one either, you know. Times were getting kind of rough anyway, so it would have been hard to find one. But yeah, just all of a sudden we had 1 week notice. And here we were sitting here, and it's still the same situation pretty much. We've got 2 mortgages, you know, boatload of bills, you know, and stuff. And all of a sudden you're without a job. They didn't give us anything. You know, I was hoping they would give us some kind of like little severance package or something. You know, I'd been working there for about 14 years altogether, maybe more than that, because I worked there twice. But they didn't do anything for us, nothing. So, you know, here I am all of a sudden, no job, tons of bills, had to apply for unemployment, but that's a slow process. You don't just go in there and apply for it and then you get it. You have to really jump through hoops to get your unemployment. I don't know about any other state, but Tennessee is awful. And then it was only about, let's see, it was less than 3/4 of what I was making. So I lost, you know, quite a bit of money. And I got whatever that was they gave me, but it wasn't enough to buy groceries and all those bills and 2 mortgages and stuff. You know, it wasn't enough. And so we had it really rough for quite a while. And so we finally got to unemployment, like I said. But what happened was, you know, my Crohn's had been in remission. And when I started worrying about everything so much, I mean, I couldn't sleep. That's all I thought about, is how are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? I should have, you know, trusted more in the Lord. And I might have not been as bad off mentally. And what happened was my Crohn's came out of remission. Started messing with me real bad, and the next thing you know, I was in the hospital. We'd lost our insurance and everything. So that was, you know, even worried me more. I mean, it's how are we going to pay for all these medical bills? And so I ended up in the hospital, and you know, they ended up taking more of my intestines out. It's just a bad, bad thing. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do now? Now I've been operated on, so I can't work. And so I applied for, you know, disability. Now that really takes a long time. You got to apply, be denied, apply again, be denied, go find you a lawyer. And then that whole process took, it took almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. It was 2014 when I was finally approved. Had to go to court, and I was in terrible shape. I could hardly even walk. I walked with a cane, but I couldn't even hardly walk. And when I was in the court, in the hearing, he said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Sir, I have to, apply for unemployment." He says, "No, I mean, they should have approved you. My records, my hospital records and stuff, doctor's records, probably that thick that he had in front of him." And he said, "Anybody should have known to look at this, that you should have been approved." He said, "This is what's wrong with this whole process." So I was worried, because when he first said, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's just gonna tell me I don't get it, But he said, "No," he said, "I approve you right away." It didn't take him. I expected to be in there quite a while. It took him about 10 minutes. He said, "You're approved." So finally, I got my back pay. They pay you from the time that you applied if you're approved. And that's how I was able to buy this Spark we got out here. I paid for it, so we didn't have payments on it. And I was able to catch up, on all our bills and stuff. But I tell you what, that was one of the worst times in my life. I always worked. Y'all know me good. I'm basically a workaholic. For me to be sitting here, knowing we had all these bills and things, and no money coming in, for me, that was just the worst thing that could have happened. So I even have a hard time talking about it still. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but the Lord helped us through it, and we still have most of the bills, but I'm able to take care of them, without being. The only thing I'm really behind on is all the medical bills. I can't pay, I can't. I'm just paying them so much a month to the lawyers and to the hospital, and they still keep sending. They want me to pay like $50 on every account. Well, I've got like 7 accounts or more. I can't come up with $350, So I just pay them what I can, and I pay the lawyers the same way. And I'd like to have that paid for, but I guess I'll be paying for it the rest of my life, because I can't come up with it. And a lot of what I owe is mistakes anyway that they made, the hospital made, and charged me for it. Like, they were getting my Entyvio from the wrong pharmacy. They weren't getting it from the one that you get it for free, because I'm on patient assistance. And they charged me $1,026 every time I went. That they messed up. And I didn't know about it for 4 months. And by that time, they sent it to collections about a month or so later. So, I mean, I shouldn't even know that, by their mistake. But they won't do anything about it. So, anyways, that's a story time today. It's kind of a sad one, but we came out of it, and we're making it. We definitely don't have a bunch of money or anything, but we've got our basic needs, and we're paying all our bills and then paying on all these medical bills. It's the only thing we can do. So that's the story time for today. I hope you enjoyed today's morning coffee break. Sorry I had to address sour grapes, but what was it to her anyway? I mean, what is it to you? We're not getting it. We're not sick, and we're not getting anybody else sick. We're not sharing food with anybody else. It's just, he's our son. He lives here, and I didn't see any big deal in it myself. So anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Hopefully I can come up with a happier story time tomorrow. We'll see, but You know, it's funny that you really remember the things that went wrong or were bad that happened to you more than you remember the good. You know, that's just the way it is, I guess. Probably with everybody, I would imagine. But so everybody have a great day, and I'll see you later on. I'll probably do the preview show before I do the Ask My Tablet. We don't plan on getting much from Aldi. I don't know if it'll be enough to do a haul or not, but I may end up doing a haul if we get enough to do it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll be seeing you later on. God bless. I don't know if I said it, you know, please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I may have said it. I'm still half asleep this morning. I can't get woke up. I couldn't go to sleep last night, and then I finally did, and then Kitty woke me up this morning. So I'm sleepy still. But everybody, I'm going to the dentist here after a while, probably in about a half hour or so. So hopefully the partials will work better this time. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.